So today I'm bringing the lifted Mx5 on its first drive. Up till now I have fitted the lift kit, cut the fenders and put on the new wheels and tyres. When I put on the new wheels, the toe was completely out in the car and I fixed that by doing a DIY alignment. So today is going to be its first drive after that. I'm going to be bringing it out into this field here. You can see it's beside my house. It's pretty small, but it's going to be okay for testing all the mods I'm going to be doing to the car. There's not much hard terrain in here, it's just all grass, so it's not much of a challenge for the car. After I installed the lift kit and I had the old wheels on it, I brought it out there and it drove pretty okay. The tyres were slipping a bit, but they were really bald, so that was expected. And I have a bit more lift now due to the bigger tyres, so it should be able to get over some of the, there's some terrain just over here where there's like bricks and things I wasn't able to drive back there, so hopefully we'll be able to get over there today and be able to bring it all the way around. So I'm in the lifted Mx5 now and I'm going to quickly just bring it into the field. Oh my god, indicators are on the wrong side. Just entering into the field now. Ooh. Definitely feels a lot higher than it did last time with just the lift kit and the original wheels. There's a few noises when I get full lock to the right. Probably just needs more clearance, more things cut. But it's driving okay other than that. Okay, so I've had the car in the field about maybe 5-10 minutes and there's a big kind of like groove in the ground here. I usually go over it kind of slow enough, but I went a bit faster this time. The whole car kind of like banged off it and up and down and the whole thing just cut out. My main guess is that the battery terminal came off because there's no power inside the car. But this car, basically, when I bought it, this car doesn't come with a boot release in the car. It was like an option back with these. So the only way to open it is with the key here. The previous owner left her keys in the boot, so had to get a locksmith out to drill through and open the boot. And basically, since I've owned the car, I've kept this open. Otherwise I have to try fish out the little wire and open it up. So I usually leave this open, that's why I have the sellotape on it. But when I hit the bump, the whole thing's after going down and closing, so I have to go try fish the wire back out and hopefully open the boot. Hopefully it's just the battery terminal that came off. There's no power whatsoever, so that's what I'm going to try first. I popped up the bonnet and everything looked okay under there, but the whole thing is just gone. No power whatsoever. Yes. Oh yes, I was right. She lives. That turns out to be the battery terminal as I thought. At least this didn't take too long. First few times I had to do it took about an hour. I've kind of mastered it now. It only took me about 2 minutes. So I get to keep driving. And I've been driving it about 5-10 minutes now, and the main thing I'm noticing is the rubbing at the front. A full lock at kind of any sort of speed, you can hear that rubbing on the inside. I thought I'd cut enough, so I'm gonna have to go back and probably gonna have to go back and cut a bit more on the front. The back is fine. Maybe a little bit at the front. I'll bring this in. The other side is actually comes in a bit further, so this side is, you can see I've brought this one in a little bit more. This one actually is okay, and then same with the front on this side. It's kind of rubbing at full lock. Only at speed though, like if I'm going slow it can turn left and right at full lock and it's okay, but at any sort of speed, when the car is kind of like bouncing up and down, it's rubbing in on the inside. So that's something I'm gonna have to do in the future. Okay, so that is it for today's video. Just gave the car a quick test drive in the field just to figure out what the problems are, what's to be fixed next. The main thing is clearance on the front. When I was going around kind of taking turns hard, while the car was kind of going at some speed, you could hear it rubbing in some parts, so I'm going to have to cut more, make a bit more clearance. The other thing is the brakes are terrible and the car hardly stops. I'm going to put my foot on the brake. Okay, so full on. Takes about 5-6 seconds to come to a complete stop, even while I'm going so slow. So that's another thing I'm going to have to look at. Getting new brakes. The pads and discs on this are completely, there's hardly anything left. I don't know how someone daily drove this before I bought it. So that's what I'm going to have to look at next, is the brakes and cutting more for clearance as well. The alignment bolts I still have to get for fixing the camber on the back. Or sorry, no, camber on the front. You can see it's pretty bad in the front. That still has to be fixed. So that, and then this side. Done that. The next thing after that will probably be fender flares that I'll be putting on to cover up. I have to fix these as well. Put some paint on this to stop it rusting, and then I'll have the fender flares to go on, as well as I have a plasti dip, so I'll be spraying the car. There's bucket seats to go in, roll bar obviously, just so much stuff to go on it that's going to be going in over the next few weeks. Once all that's on, I'll be bringing it proper off-roading to some sort of off-road track. I still have to find one, and I have to get a car trailer and everything to bring it out there, but that's what the plan is with the car, to get it ready for that. So I'm hoping maybe in a month or two, when the car is completely finished, then I'll bring it out. There's no point bringing it out the way it is at the moment when it still needs work done. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's it for this video.